Okay. So we're doing owl calls as we get into the beginning of this podcast.
That hit me like a shot in the arm.
All right.
Mercy.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't even know.
Good shot or a bad shot?
It was a pretty good shot.
Oh.
We've got a very exhausted JP.
I'm feeling it, yeah.
Spiritually exhausted.
Spirit, yeah.
Both
Weak
of you
in
fellas have
I'm
jobs.
mentally
I'm sure
exhausted.
Mother's
It was
Day
a
was
Crazy
rough on you.
weekend.
Yeah.
Crazy weekend. But, happy Mother's Day.
To all the mothers
all
out
the
there.
mothers.
Not to Madison, though. On that ship, man.
Oh, yeah, she's
I'm
probably
tired
my
of
least favorite
blonde-ass
mother right
Madison.
now. She's my least favorite mother. She's right there with Kevin McAllister's mother from Home Alone and Sally Field
I don't like
and
her.
Mrs. Doubtfire. Like, I don't like those mothers.
I can
either.
get down with both of those, but why do you guys not like her now?
She just needs to keep her nose out of Nick's business.
Let her children grow.
Yeah. I mean, everyone needs to pull their
Child or
weight.
whatever.
Let your child
Yeah.
swim miles
Just let
into the
all the
ocean
children-
into
just like
enemy
they're children.
territory. Right.
And my hat is off to Nick for just like keeping his cool when she's all up in his business.
Nick's really coming around.
be honest-
he's going to be a badass.
I had a really bad argument with my mom today over the phone. A couple of really bad arguments was why I'm kind of drained and frazzled. And I was just like, man, I wish I had Nick's temperament and maybe some Oxycontin. But I didn't have either.
Which
so.
might be a good...
Beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah,
right.
they never can be.
You know what would be cool?
What?
Though I'm sure no one else is going to agree.
Oh, I could tell you a few things, but I want to hear what you
If they completely just get, like, when the writing of this show, if they completely just avoid the whole Nick's relapse that you know is coming, because every show does that. Like, you had it with Jesse in Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
You had it with Charlie in Lost. Like, every time there's a drug addict, he gets off of the drugs, and you just know there's going to be a point in which where he's going to relapse. And I don't mind if there's a point where, like, he sees, like, pills and decides... I'm better than that. That's cool, but I don't want to see the whole. Okay, we're gonna have to go through 2 or
fall
3
back into
episodes of him. Let's get that trend out of here, and let's just let him continue progressing.
What if it
Because I
turns
really
out
like Nick.
being an addict is the cure?
Right.
That would be a good twist.
Get a hold of some of that Sky Blue.
You're so barred out that you can't even like function, so you're not going to turn into a zombie. You get bit and you're still cool. You're like, oh, whatever.
You're not even bleeding anymore.
Yeah, you just like just throwing a bunch of glow sticks around.
It could be.
I would like that.
Yeah, Nick is definitely becoming one of my favorites. His little brother still don't like him.
Oh, jeez, what a
He,
jerk.
he killed Jesse McCartney.
Yeah, and
That scene was weird. I
Yeah.
just don't,
Well, I got the whole thing of he was trying to use the excuse of I had to turn him. He was turning or whatever. Because he knew that just shooting him in the jaw. They've established that you have to either sever or destroy the brain.
Yeah.
So he just wanted to inflict pain on him.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
obviously. I like Nick. I like how he's the cool, calm, collected leader. Madison.
Nope.
Not hating on her as much as y'all, because I understand that it's a motherly instinct and that
Ugh.
it's transparent. We see the way the world is, and we've already been through 6 seasons of it with another show, so we get it. She doesn't, though. So this is her son who just got done being a drug addict who she never saw. Now she's finally got him back, and some strange man on a boat whose intentions are unclear keeps, just sent him on this big mission. I can't talk either.
It's a big
JP.
old boat.
Big mission. It's
it's a
kind
mission
of sketchy.
too.
It's your mom, she's
Big
kind of
mission, big boat. Yeah. I get that she's a mom and she's trying to protect him, mother bear kind of thing. But so it's not the world anymore. It's not the world that they knew.
Well, when
So
she
it's
told
time
him
to
to,
get
when he
around.
had the gun, she's like, "You're getting a little bit familiar with that." It's like, duh, you need to be familiar with the gun.
doubt.
You live in the zombie apocalypse.
Was
That's
she-
the thing. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I was going to speak now.
Ooh, go on.
No, she can tell he's getting off on the adrenaline, like that's his high now, like getting into danger, having some mischief, doing some stuff.
Do you
Like,
think Nick
that's
will
his
say,
high now.
"I am the danger"?
He might. That'd be a good one.
God.
That'd be a cool reference, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Nick, I don't want you around danger.
I am.
I am the danger. And Daniel apparently hears voices.
Oh, yeah. What was up with that?
That's like some Michonne Rick type thing, which Michonne, if you don't read the comics, Michonne talked to her dead boyfriend in the
I thought
comics.
maybe
It's a
there was
cry
like
for attention.
like a
That's all
peeping
it is.
Tom in the closet in that cabin. Or
It was
something.
odd the way it was
really
done,
weird.
just because you're like, is this a voice? Is he hearing a voice, or is there actually someone off camera that might just be screwing up Grab the gun.
Yeah.
It's like keep it. We don't have enough time.
We don't have enough time to redo that scene. Just keep it. He's Daniel now hears voices. We'll add that to the story later.
He's had it so together. He's like been really centered through the whole series.
It really has. So it's cool to see him possibly having some cracks in his structure.
We'll see. They're saying that I was reading up on some viewer, like the amount of viewers that Fear the Walking Dead has, and they say that the second season is better as far as, which I'm not gonna lie, guys, I wasn't into this episode.
We guessed that before you got here.
Yeah, I just didn't want to say anything. I was trying to be positive, but I just can't.
I wasn't until the end.
People are kind of jumping ship on it. Like, excuse the term, pardon the pun.
Are they? Mm-hmm. I know they got signed for a third season, so there'll at least be a third season. But I enjoy it. I think that people are just comparing it to The Walking Dead in their minds, even if they don't mean to. And I find myself doing it. Like sometimes I'm like, man, I like this show, but it is kind of slower. But I'm thinking like, okay, but think about the pacing of the first and second season of The Walking Dead, both extremely slow. They stayed on that farm the entire second season and still catch criticism for spending the entire season, which actually was due to going over budget. But spent the entire second season on the farm. Cool fact: the radio station I work for here, actually, a guy came in to do an interview with us. Actually, his family owns that farm that season 2 was filmed on.
Oh,
he wasn't here anything. Yeah, he wasn't anything Walking Dead related, but that was a cool fact about himself.
He didn't get to be a walker or anything. No cameo. No zombie cameo. Darn.
They basically pay you to use your property, and I think just tell you go on. All right, we're going to pay you this amount. Now please leave your house.
One thing I will say though is this whole like hostage exchange where someone kills the guy and doesn't realize that they're going that's their only leverage. I mean, how many shows have we seen that on? It's a really played out storyline.
The Walking Dead's done the whole zombie with a bag over their head.
What was the purpose of putting the bag
in the
over
Michonne game? They do that just because y'all hadn't played it yet. Because we're going to do a darn walkthrough, I swear. But a character in that game gets killed, and then you exchange them in a hostage exchange by doing the same thing, putting a bag over their head, and the person doesn't realize that they're actually dead. They did it with Holly in the comics.
Yeah.
And then here, it's been done a couple of times, and it's specifically by The Walking Dead. I don't know. I could see
an old trope.
I like this episode. I can see where it's just like, all right, man, can we? I'm ready just to get off the boat. To be honest with you, I'm just ready to get on land.
Get a little seasick. I understand.
Yeah.
I think they get on land next week, don't they?
Oh, do they? Like,
I don't know.
Good for good. That'd be lovely.
I'm just hoping. I'm trying to be optimistic for you guys.
I'd like
I really
to.
am.
I think they are actually heading into Mexico next week.
Oh, I hope they have the passports.
No. Apparently, they've got their strand, and that's really all they need. But
that's good.
Apparently, he doesn't have enough money for everyone. He's only got enough money for 2 heads.
Dos.
Yeah.
Dos personas.
See.
That's 2 people.
Oy, Dios mío.
I'll just translate for the folks.
So I guess the lady they stranded from the plane, she's still left back at that old boat or something. Yeah, she's in the cage.
Amy, is that?
No, the pregnant lady is in the cage.
The pregnant lady's in the cage.
That pregnant lady's a bitch.
Yeah, I hope she ate all of that steak, because you're not supposed to eat steak when you're pregnant, or at least below medium well or whatever.
Man,
when you're
really?
Pregnant.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you're not supposed to eat like red meat when you're pregnant. Later on, I think. I mean, that's what I've understood.
I just love steak in general.
I do.
And then especially being they probably haven't had good hot food on that boat. I would have kicked that bitch's ass.
I was trying to figure out what Russell. Well, no, what's his name?
Connor.
No,
Reese?
yeah, Connor. That's
Connor,
it.
the head honcho.
Yeah. I was wondering what he was making. It was like parsley or something. Was that cilantro? I thought it was going to be a pesto at first, but I didn't see any pine nuts, and I don't know what he was making.
He certainly knew what he was doing.
Yeah,
did he, or was he just chopping a bunch of stuff and throwing it in a bowl?
Was he listening to some old?
Because you do a lot of food stuff. What it was cilantro and garlic and olive oil and a little bit of salt.
I
think he was just seasoning his steak,
like
right?
Some kind of garnish.
Ew.
I don't know.
Why? But that was what was the green thing? That's
you know what though? When they
out.
make these shows, sometimes they don't fact check things, so they might have just handed him a bunch of stuff.
Right? Why are
like,
we nitpicking that?
Mix this, and make it look like you're seasoning your steak. I don't know. I'm sure there's lots of things that when you combine them are delicious that you wouldn't think.
Like peanut butter and mayonnaise.
Yes, peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwiches are delicious.
I don't like mayonnaise.
I'll tell you kidding. Wow, really?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
Damn, I thought we had something to connect on there.
My uncle used to eat banana. Oh, sorry. My uncle used to eat banana
Peanut butter?
mayonnaise sandwiches. He puts mayonnaise on the bread and slice the banana up.
I'll do all
and
three.
Peanut
butter, mayonnaise,
and then deep fry it.
Yeah.
I've not done that, but that's a good idea. I might have to try that.
I don't eat any white condiments.
Ranch?
No ranch.
No mayonnaise?
No mayo. No Japanese sauce.
I'm about to gross y'all
white sauce?
I don't like it.
I'm going to gross y'all out so bad right now. Do you know what I
happened?
dip my fries in?
Don't tell me.
Go on.
Mayonnaise and ranch.
Oh, dude.
I mean, that's just like really mayonnaise-y ranch. Because some ranch is mayonnaise based, some ranch is sour cream based.
But if I don't have the ranch, mayonnaise is my primary thing.
No
I dip.
Caesar dressing.
And I always think about Pulp Fiction. When they're riding in the car and John Travolta tells Samuel L. Jackson. Which one we just got back from Europe? Was it Samuel L. Jackson just got back from Europe?
No,
John Travolta just got back, and he's like, and you know what they dip their French fries in over there? In mayonnaise or whatever. And I'm like, how I do that?
Yeah, it's fancy sauce, ketchup and mayonnaise mixed together.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's good stuff.
You really don't like any white sauce,
I don't
do you?
know, no.
I'm trying to think of what about like a cream cheese icing?
Well, that's not a condiment,
so sweet.
dude.
Oh,
Stop
okay,
it.
condiments. Okay.
Just stop it.
So no sour cream?
Now you're just getting outrageous.
He might have asked you, but not sour cream. Do you?
Yeah, what about
I don't eat
cream?
sour cream, no.
No?
Just butter on my baked potato.
What about your taco?
What about my taco? Don't worry about my taco.
I think it's a really personal thing to ask someone.
I mean, I just want to know, do you like sour cream on your taco?
That makes me really want
just
tacos
shredded
right
cheese.
now.
I had some.
I really don't even care for lettuce on my taco. I mean, I won't like
Wow, do you just want like shell and meat?
I was going to say.
shell, meat, and cheese.
Oh, cheese,
I mean,
okay.
I won't turn my nose up at lettuce, but I'm just like, what's the point?
I'm glad to know when we have our, have a Taco Tuesday that.
Oh my God! You let me know anytime it's a Taco Tuesday. That's one thing that you'll never get in the zombie apocalypse.
No.
Taco Tuesday.
No, Spaghetti Tuesdays on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
You think that's the whole reason they're heading for Mexico, just for the wonderful food?
That's why I would go.
Wow,
Why?
good theory.
Yeah.
That's why I would go. Yeah.
And Victor's gay lover. I mean, there is that too.
Right.
Who we don't even know if Victor actually loves. Or
Who we
if
don't
he's
even
just
know if really
playing
he's
him.
gay.
Yeah, I think Victor's playing him. I think he's honeypotting him. Is that the
Is
term?
that a honey pot? Yeah, honey dicking him.
Honey dicking him, right? I knew. Yeah, he'd have to have a vagina to
Honey-dicked.
honey pot him.
Right.
Yeah, but
Yep.
he doesn't.
We don't know
I wish
that.
I had a boing sound
We don't
effect.
know what anything like. They could throw any kind of twist at us all of a sudden. He could like zip like this zipper from the back of his head down all the way down. He pulls out a suit and he's like two
makes
little
sense.
people on top of each other.
That makes sense why there's
You
a
know?
zipper hanging from the back of
That's
his
why he's so
head.
smart because it's two people
Right.
working together.
It's two Tyrions from Game of Thrones
Oh,
working together. Can you imagine how smart of a human being?
Peter Dinklage.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
I'm really thinking about getting that HBO Go thing.
I've been considering it also.
They also have Silicon Valley. I really like it.
Oh man, I still haven't
really
watched
funny.
it. I
So
love
if you want, I have
Judge.
the first 2 seasons if you want to borrow. them.
Dude, I would love to come over and watch them with you.
Yeah, man.
I don't want to take them away.
Can we make
Oh well, I mean,
tacos?
it's all digital now, so I can just like jump it to you.
I just thought we could spend some time together.
Well, that too.
I mean,
And we could do tacos
Well, when you
and
put it
make it a
like that.
night.
Yeah, no. You could just make the tacos and then go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. okay.
Okay.
Okay.
oh gosh.
Yeah,
What else
this
happened in
episode,
the show?
I feel blah afterwards. I mean, Daniel now hears voices. Madison's got mommy control issues. Nick is really adjusting well as far as he just kind of don't give a shit. Christian is turning into a little psycho. The sister, Alicia, is I mean, she's kind of developing a little bit.
She's
I
her
think
own woman.
She's learning she can't trust people, and
She's not a girl, not yet a woman.
Ophelia is still going to be the first one to die because what else has she done?
That'd be really cool if it was. Yeah, she hasn't really done much. Because I really hope they don't kill.
Daniel.
No, there we go. Both of those.
Daniel and Victor.
Yep.
I feel
You
like,
both are right.
I feel like Victor will surprise us and die.
I think one of
that
them
we
has to
think
go.
that he's like in it for the long haul. But
Yeah. How
he'll-
long could he? Is he still the most popular character on the show? They haven't really done much with him in the past couple episodes.
No, not really. I don't. But the thing is, you see, from a writing standpoint, you could really have some gold with that character if they were to keep him on and whatever sense of security he seems to have throughout all of this. Let that just be taken away from him. Like whether it be his lover killed, whatever plans he thought he had are gone. And see who he is when he doesn't have a plan. You know what I mean? Then you could have some really fun story writing there to take a character that right now is all calm, cool, and collected because in his mind he knows what he's got, what's going on. And then if he didn't know, how would he act then? Would he just be a straight pansy? Would he become a badass?
The group's really starting to mesh, though. I mean, Victor was all like, I'll give you a half a day. And Daniel was all
We're
like, you know
even.
what? This operation's not over. We're going to put a bag on the zombie's head. I mean, everyone's working together for the most part. Christian's the exception. And do you guys think that he shot that kid in the face, out of cruelty?
Yeah.
Or do you think he was just like such a puss he couldn't eat, like he was turning away as he, and didn't even like
Oh, that's a
aim?
good question.
No, he did it.
It's
out
like,
of
I can't even look.
I think it's a
and
little
just
bit of both. I
miss.
think he wanted to shoot. I could see both. I could see him wanting to shoot him to be like a hard ass.
Well, he
and
said that
be
to his
cruel,
mom.
but
He's
then,
like, I had to.
But then while shooting him, doing the
like
look
had to
away
close
thing.
his eyes, yeah.
Which
And
I don't
he's
know
a
though. I don't
pansy.
know. He did beat a dude to death with a metal piece of debris and not
did
seem
do
to
that.
flinch too bad. So I can't imagine shooting someone who tried to kill him or tried to take over their ship would bother him too bad. I don't know. That's a good question. Christian just sucks.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I think we can all agree on that.
I mean, start turning him into a villain. Or let's
that
just
really
kill him
sucks.
off.
To be the suckiest person on a show that I'm just not a fan
Yeah.
of. Like you're just you're the lowest of the
And
low.
Daniel should have seen that coming. He should have been like, look, kid, this guy's our only piece of leverage. Just kind of stand here and that's it.
I would have just been like,
Don't
go
go Maverick.
upstairs. Stay the hell away from him.
Yeah.
I can see it in your eyes. Some shit's not right. You are going to go upstairs.
If
Nick,
Ugh.
Mr. Cool, Calm, and Collected, is going to guard him.
Yeah, that'd probably be better. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I really like Nick. Nick's really in the last couple of episodes worked his way up my favorite.
Yeah, a
line.
lot of except for I feel like Strand is taking a couple back steps.
Yeah,
And
it's
I
probably the
feel he hasn't done
hypothermia.
much. Yeah, that could be.
that
He
could
looked
kind of
really
put you on the
comfy
sideline for a
with
little
that
while.
blanket. That dude
Yeah,
got
I
to
know.
lay on a couch with a blanket on him for most of the day.
Yeah,
I wonder
he
if they're on a
enjoyed
real
filming
yacht
that.
or if this is a soundstage.
I don't know. Question. I don't know.
Asking the hard ones.
Yeah.
I mean, it really this
Probably
episode
could
it
just
really
search
doesn't.
that in 5 seconds.
It doesn't really leave any questions. I mean, everything was resolved pretty much in the same episode. I mean, you've got the chick that knows something that's still in the building. The pregnant chick's locked in a fence, and everybody else has been killed except for what was it, Travis?
Yep.
Not Travis. Sorry,
No,
no. What was
yeah.
the guy's name that she was having her little? The guy that
Oh, yeah.
that lured him. The one she had been chatting.
No, it was Travis, wasn't it?
What's his name? Because Travis is
That's the
Madison's
papa.
husband.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. What's the guy's name? Ah, crap.
That's something they never really do in shows, and I know why they don't do it, but they really should just
Jason?
to create the realism. It's like characters with the same name. I mean, it's gonna happen, especially if you have a common name like Travis.
Or Michael.
You're obviously gonna probably run into another Travis, and I'm sure they don't do that. They don't do that to not confuse people. But I mean, hey. I'm Justin, and JP's real name is Justin, so
That's what they tell me.
My real name is Justin. My middle name is Matt.
it's the only reason we let you on the podcast.
My middle name is Matthew. It's Justin Matthew.
JP is it really?
No.
Oh,
I was gonna
Damn,
say
it's
we
pretty
could call
convincing.
this we could call
That
this
would be
J's
really
for
cool.
days.
Yeah,
we
no
all have
kidding.
J names. Yeah.
Well, my middle name is Jay.
oh, okay.
It really is my middle name.
Joseph?
No.
Well, that's my only guess. I can't think of any
Good
other
guess.
J
Good
names.
guess. Good guess.
Good guess, but that's not it.
Good guess.
Yeah, I mean, this episode, I really don't have that much to say about it. And it might just be because I partied too hard Saturday and I'm still recovering.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Or
I
it could
just
be that
worked
it
all
would just
weekend.
kind of was a
Same here.
okay episode,
Both. I'm going to agree with you. It's actually both.
Long weekend combined with just kind of, yeah. I mean, we had a cool few developments that could be setting up for something big later, but whether they'll capitalize on it or not, we'll have to see.
So many episodes end with them heading back to the yacht.
Yeah.
Like it's always like they leave the yacht at some point in the episode, and the end of the episode is them going back to the yacht.
It's like,
It's like let's go f up something on the mainland. All right, let's go back to the yacht, everyone.
I can already see the way people pick on season 2 of The Walking Dead about the farm. That'll be this season, when you like watching, what is it? Is it Screen Junkies? Whoever does like the honest trailers.
Oh yeah,
It's
those
like
are
in
funny,
season
yeah.
2, and they'll just show the boat floating there with like the seagull sound effect. And
That's
like, man,
funny.
f- that boat.
That's funny. That's funny.
I'm just ready for them to get off the boat because I mean it's
I think it'll only be like one more episode, and they'll be.
Get
You
off
better
the
be
boat.
right, or so help me.
I think so.
I'm gonna be so angry at you for lying to us.
I
All
think
of us.
when I'm watching it, I'm thinking there's a series I read. Well, I got the first one of a zombie book. And have you ever had you're reading something and something is just so unbelievable that it just really kind of screws the rest of the story up for you? It's like this one. There's a girl who spent like 2 hours with some Marines. She was going to college, and then she's now like a gun expert. Like she's trained herself in 2 weeks, and she's like some you know what I mean? It's like, dude, come on. I think of because it's set in California and all of the similar locations as Fear of the Walking Dead, and I'm always just waiting for this stupid chick to come running in there. But I mean, she's like a college kid, and like an hour or two with some soldiers, and now she's like an absolute badass. Mm-hmm. She like talks about her doing push-ups and all this stuff, and you're like, come on, man. I
think a rifle is the last thing they'd have her handling. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm talking about their wieners.
Okay.
Confused.
Yeah. No, I thought. Yeah. You said it. Yeah.
With her hands in her mouth funny. And other stuff.
There's another chick who filmed a reality show with guns in that story, so it's more believable. She's a gun expert and kind of like was her career. But then again, how convenient is that for story writing purposes? But anyways, it just whatever. But I really am not like I'm still struggling to get through the first book just because it's so unbelievably far fetched with as far as the character development is like day 1. Please help me. I'm watching my family die. Day 2. Let's kill all of these motherfuckers. And then they're just the most skilled marksmen ever. And it's like I've struggled so hard because I read a lot of zombie stuff, and I feel like the show kind of same thing. I mean, not the character development's not that bad.
Hey, take care of yourself, man. You don't come down. There's some kind of flu thing going on.
No, it's not the flu. I've got
bro,
sinuses, man.
It was the worst because I had to work through. Luckily, I got sick, so I felt a little bit better on Friday. But Wednesday hit, and it was bad. And I don't wish that on anyone. Like 1 minute you're hot, and then you take your blanket off, and then the next second you're cold. That is some weird stuff.
Oh yeah, I had that. That's similar.
You're cold,
to what
but you're sweating.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm pretty sure.
Wake up in the middle of the night, and you. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I had. Like Monday night.
It's awful.
But and the reason why I was talking about that novel is it's like I'm struggling to get to it. It's like maybe just California is just not a good place to shoot zombies.
Dry and arid.
Yeah,
because that's where the book is. And I've got several other zombie series. In fact, I've got one I've told y'all multiple times that I think is better than The Walking Dead.
And it's actually set around here. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a part. Well, I won't say it. We don't think that listeners are crazy enough to track us down yet, but I don't know if we need to give them exactly where we are.
Right.
But they named this town in that story. Like the guy that wrote it just did his research on the southern part of the United States, and they actually come from our town. But but no, that's but some of them are good. This one's not, and it's like that. What do they share? California. I love the state of California, but perhaps it's just not zombie apocalypse. I mean, you can shoot some great stuff there, but maybe not zombie apocalypse.
How long would it take you to travel across California?
I think I tried.
From the north to the south.
I put it on Google Maps one day. Well, Google Maps.
Okay, Google. How long will it take you to travel from Northern California to Southern California? Oh, you bitch.
It doesn't even know.
Siri would have told us.
No.
How'd you have from the Northern California border?
Oh, no, let's see here. I want to see how long it would take to get from here to California.
Oh, jeez.
Siri, how long would it take us to get to California from here?
It's like 36 hours.
Getting directions to Sacramento.
Sacramento.
I like Siri's voice.
Yeah, I liked that voice a lot.
And she's still getting the voices. I mean, not the voices.
Starting route to Sacramento. Head southwest on Piney Forest.
I don't believe that.
3 days, 36 hours?
No, it says 1 day and 15 hours. There's no way.
Oh, you probably like Sacramento,
like North Carolina.
Sack of Mentos.
Traveling to Sack of Mentos, Michigan.
And don't get confused. California could be a great place for a zombie apocalypse. I'm just
I don't want
that this show is moving slower, and the only zombie series that I've struggled to read happen to take place in California too.
I wish we could find out.
I hate to bust on book series, but I'm just going to say The Omega Strand or whatever.
The Omega Strand.
Something is the name of the series. It's awful.
The Omega Strand. One man, one desire.
I hate it though, because like I really like characters. You know, I mean, like if you just write these transparent characters where it's like Billy picked up the gun, and it's just kind of like I like character development. And everything I had read was like the characters are so relatable in this story, and just not at all. Like I feel like he paid folks
have
to
a yacht. You know.
Right, I can relate.
Just like this show, you can relate to people.
And look, normally I'm the one trying to keep everybody on track, but this episode just kind of,
I'm telling you, man, it's just this show. I'm glad you guys are coming down to my level a little bit.
Just this one episode, and it could have a lot to do with the fact that all yesterday I was recovering from Saturday.
That's very true.
It was a wild night.
I would love to. I actually had a couple beers last night. I felt like I had a mission accomplished this weekend. And it was the first time that I got to actually just chill and relax.
Yeah. Well, if it gives you any inkling of my level, I got to the point where drinking Jack Daniels was like drinking water. It was just to the point where you taste no more.
You're just like, you.
Yeah. So,
Jackie D.
So yeah, it was wild. I don't have many of those weekends, but I did have one this weekend.
You got to cut loose every now and then.
Every night, it's what keeps you young.
Yeah.
Right.
It is.
Right.
And also, you won't be partying much when the zombie apocalypse happens, so get it out of your system now.
No, but thank goodness bourbon, all that stuff doesn't expire. So
it doesn't.
Only gets better with age.
I would imagine, yeah, like Scotch. It's like, hey, I got this 50-year-old bottle of Scotch. That's something I would stock up on is booze, because I'm telling you, to be brave enough to handle. I mean, you don't want to be lit up completely. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, you definitely need like 2 or 3 shots before you're going on a run, at least so you can take that like part of you that's. Which I know evolutionary wise has kept us alive all this time. But, if you're going to be brave and kick ass.
Could you imagine how flavorful a glass of 50-year-old Scotch would taste? Like you just said that, I just thought about it.
I just always think of How I Met Your Mother, where they're like, they save up and they save up and they finally get that big bottle of Scotch, and they're like, you can really taste the wood from the barrel, yada, yada, yada. And then it's like, does this taste any different than the $10 bottle of Scotch? And they're like, not at all. And
then there's one where he had one, he broke it or something. He dropped it and it broke. It was in the last season. Yeah. He bought him a new bottle of it or something. It broke. I don't know.
I love that show.
It was good.
Didn't like the ending, but I liked the show.
But many people do. Okay.
But yeah,
lost my headphones.
So I really don't have much to say about this. I know that's terrible, and if you are a loyal listener, I apologize if we didn't really have as much insight on this episode as you were hoping for. But I don't really know what to say. Daniel hears voices. I'm excited to see where that's going to go. Maybe he's got some like trauma, that is catching up with him. Who knows? Maybe his name's not even Daniel. He might be a complete psychopath.
Ooh.
Maybe he's a complete multiple personalitied. Yeah, who knows? Ophelia still ain't doing shit. Christian is steadily becoming everyone's least favorite character. Madison needs to loosen up her grip on Nick, because Nick is becoming a badass and needs to be unloosened so that he can be a badass.
He's
Travis is kind of mellow. He's doing good. Huh? What?
Did you call him an ass hat?
An asset.
Oh,
an asset.
He's an ass hat.
Travis is doing his thing. I think he's starting to wise up to the world. He's not quite cruel yet, but I think he's starting to realize.
He's getting there.
Strand's laying on the couch recovering from hypothermia, whatever. Jesse McCartney's dead.
What good is there to have money?
Yeah, that's what
I guess saying. Being that it's just, they don't realize that the world's not going to bounce back from this. They might think that they're still within, I don't know the time frame, but I imagine they're still within a couple of days or just a week or two into this. So they might even think Mexico isn't as bad as California,
Interesting.
The Mexicans are resilient. I'll give them that.
That is true. And hardworking.
No.
So what other characters am I not thinking of? Any that matter. Alicia just is kind of, getting them into teenage trouble. Ooh, he's got a cute voice. Next thing they're captured on their boat.
That looked really fun when she slid off the boat deck and into the water.
Oh, pretty! That was not graceful fall at all.
I'll say this: pretty screwed up that the Asian chick was mad at, and I guess she's Asian. I know that might be wrong, but I don't know her name. I don't know what to say. But. So she blames Travis,
which
was really stupid, because Travis too is so many times you watch a show and you're like, just tell her. Like Travis should have said, look, I had no clue he was going to cut the rope, because she's like, you told us to hook up, yada, yada, yada. He should have been like, yeah, but I had no clue the bastard was going to cut the rope. That's not my fault. I was trying to help you.
He is kind of like a wuss. He's a wuss sometimes. I mean, he can be a badass, but at the same time, he's kind of he lets people.
Like I said, I think he's going to die. I think Travis is going to die, and it's going to kind of set Madison over the edge. I think Nick. I don't know about Daniel yet.
I am ready to see the first major character death.
I am too. It's probably it's going to be a fit. Like the season will end with Ophelia dying.
Somebody will die. Well,
someone will die. Now, it'll be like Ophelia, and you'll be like, who?
Who?
I mean, other than having someone there for Daniel, to be protective of, and it'd probably be cool to kill her off because then Daniel can just kind of be a free agent.
Yep.
He can just
ballistic.
kind of just be like, you know what?
Change all of his rules.
Yeah, I'm not trying to protect anyone anymore. So
Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
I like Daniel though. Daniel and Nick are my two favorites right now.
Agreed.
But I don't think there's anyone else to. I think we've hit all the main characters, and if we're not thinking about them, obviously they're not doing enough for us to.
So do more main characters.
Yeah, do more. Well, that's about. I believe that'll about wrap it up.
I give it a 4.
You're giving it a 4?
I give it a 4.
I'll give it a 6.5. I mean, it wasn't.
You're so generous
great,
with those
but
numbers sometimes.
I know.
Oh, I dropped my.
I mean, I enjoyed it, but I'm also taking into account of how tired and I had a headache, and we had been at a Mother's Day cookout.
Oh, you tell me that every weekend.
I
have a headache.
I was satisfied with the end. I'll give the ending like a 6. I mean, the episode all.
What is wrong with you people?
I mean, I was satisfied at the end, but getting up to the end was kind of grueling.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
It's like it's ended in a satisfying way, but getting there was just kind of like going to Busch Gardens. It's a long and comfortable ride, but when you get there, it's a good time.
Nah, I'm going to disagree with him. I'm not a fan of Busch Gardens.
Really? King's Dominion?
Yeah, I'll take King's
One of the few
Dominion.
people I know that actually likes King's Dominion better, like myself.
Yeah, because Busch Gardens also. I mean, I like they have alcohol and beer and stuff, but at the same time, half the park smells like a petting zoo.
Well, and then the rides are so far apart. I mean, it's
That's
like
very
you have
true.
to.
But there's some good rides, but I haven't been since I was in 6th
I've
grade.
said that
Very
Busch
long.
Gardens has the better rides. King's Dominion has more. So it's like you got to ask yourself, am I going for quality of ride, or do I want to ride as many as I can without having to go forever to do it? Like King's Dominion, you're like, we can ride this, then that, then this. Busch Gardens, you're like, we're going to ride that one way over there.
Mm-hmm.
When we get done, we're going to come back and ride the one about 2 miles that way.
Mm-hmm.
But
When I was younger,
I
those
just
seemed
don't
like,
usually meet King's Dominion fans, so that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I like King's Dominion.
Most people are like Busch
When I lived
Gardens
in
better.
Richmond, I got to see it a lot. I went there a lot. And
Yeah,
had friends
I've been
that got
there
tickets all
more
the
than-
time, so.
Darn.
Yeah, awesome, cool.
I like
fun.
Universal Studios, the T2 ride where it's 3D.
Yeah, and the live show, they canceled that now. They don't do it anymore.
Oh man,
Yeah, the
I'm
term.
too much of a scaredy cat for the roller coasters. I like the 3D movie rides.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to
can
like Days of
appreciate
Thunder
them,
at King's Dominion. Remember that? That was that was the best one they had. Anyway, so we're gonna get off the mic and continue to talk about these things that are not The Walking
Yeah,
Dead.
they don't concern you.
But we thank you so much for listening. Sorry for getting so off track. It just
What are you gonna do?
this episode you got to know us
whatever.
better.
Yeah.
But we will see you next week for episode 6
Oh, wow.
of Fear the Walking Dead. I'm Justin.
Hey, I'm Matt.
And I'm JP.
We'll see you then.
Yeah. So, are you afraid of the Dumbo ride at Disneyland too?
Don't get me started with the elephants.